Unless you were living under a rock, you must have heard the word Jallikattu somewhere at least once. Hey guys, my name is Parth Nagpal, this is Info Bhandar, and in this video, I will try to explain you everything you need to know about Jallikattu and whether it should be banned or not. So, let's get started. Jallikattu or Sallikattu, also known as Iru Thazavuttal, is a traditional sport in which a Bos Indicus bull, commonly of the Kangayam breed, is released into a crowd of people. Many people attempt to grab the hump of the bull with both their arms while the bull tries to escape. Participants hold the hump as long as possible in order to bring the bull to a stop. In some cases, participants must ride the bull long enough to remove flags on the bull's horns. This is called Iru Thazavuttal, meaning embracing the bull. Jallikattu is typically practiced in Tamil Nadu as a part of Pongal celebrations on Mattu Pongal Day 11. This was the basic Wikipedia stuff, but do you know that Jallikattu is an ancient sport? The seals of Indus Valley civilization depicted, which is a proof that this sport was in vogue 5000 years ago. Ancient Tamil poetry known as Sangam literature also has detailed references to Iru Thazavuttal, that is, hugging the bull. Many centuries ago, during the rule of the Nayak kings, gold wrapped in a piece of cloth was tied to the bull's horns and the tackler tried to hang on to the hump of the bull and untie the knot. Jalli or Salli means coins and Kattu means tied or packed. A small bag of coins was tied to the bull's horns and the players claimed it as a prize. The only way one could get the prize was to embrace the hump of the bull long enough to grab the bag without getting hit. The price has changed over the years. Now a token cloth is tied to the horns of the bulls which the tackler collects as a trophy. The bulls are led through the Wadi Vasal or the entrance into the track where all the players await the bull. The track is usually the main street of the village with the side lanes blocked. The event begins with the visit of the village elders led by a band drummer to the temple of the village deity. The Koil Kalai or the temple bull of the host village is allowed first as a mark of respect and honor to the host village. Today, educated youngsters from these villages also participate in the event. All classes of people and all castes participate in Jallikattu. There is an egalitarian perspective where it's humans and their cattle, nothing more, nothing less. But over the past few days, there has been a conflict between the Tamilians and PETA India. PETA wants the government to ban Jallikattu as it causes injuries and even death of the bulls as well as the people. Whereas the Tamilian says that they don't have any problem with Jallikattu and no bulls are hurt in this sport. They also argue that Jallikattu is a part of their heritage and should be continued. PETA posted a blog stating the reasons behind its stand on banning Jallikattu. Let us look what really PETA's opinion is and decide whether Jallikattu should be banned forever or should it be allowed to continue forever. According to PETA, Jallikattu exploits the bull's nervousness as prey animals when they are forced to run away from those they perceive as predator animals. The bulls, in order to escape, often try to jump off cliffs, leading to breaking of bones and even death. Jallikattu participants purposely disorient the bull by forcing them to consume alcohol, bite and twist their tails, stab them with spears, sickles, knives. They cause them intense pain by yanking their nose ropes. They punch them, jump on them, drag them to the ground and whatnot. Participants and spectators are also at risk. From 2010 to 2014, various media outlets have reported that there were 1100 human injuries and 17 deaths caused due to Jallikattu style events. It also included the death of a child. The actual numbers might be higher. PETA says that history is never a good excuse for continuing abuse. Hindus commonly worship bulls in temples, honoring Lord Shiva by touching the forehead of Nandi's idol. If someone enters Lord Shiva's temple and damages the idol of Nandi, people would not stand for it. Then why support the abuse of real-life bulls of Lord Shiva? Apparently, Jallikattu events do not offer any major monetary benefit and the prices include mostly dhoti, towel, betel leaves, banana and token cash on a silver plate. The cash is rarely more than 101 rupees. So essentially, if there is no monetary benefit to the farmers are not financially worse off with a ban, and there is no increased incentive to them to sell their bulls to the slaughterhouse. Stud bulls are reared by people for Jallikattu. The ones who win are in greater demand for servicing the cows. However, an end to Jallikattu does not stop the bulls from being used for this purpose. It is said that small farmers can't afford to keep the stud bulls. So every village has a temple bull which is used for the servicing of all the cows of the village. However, since there is no monetary benefit to the farmers, this can still continue. Furthermore, while some bulls are used for Jallikattu, many bulls are used as draught animals in transportation and farming, a practice which can be easily continued even without Jallikattu. Now, since we have heard what PETA has said, let us look at the situation from the perspective of Himakiran Anugla, an organic farmer and an entrepreneur based in Chennai. There were around 130 cattle breeds in India 100 years ago, but now there are only 37. Unless we engage with the traditional livestock keepers and support them, we will lose these breeds as well as lay ground to the commercial dairies and slaughterhouses to dominate the country. The intricate connect between Jallikattu and farming can be seen from the chronological order in which showcase events like Jallikattu happens first, then the shandies, and then the main farming season starts. Once harvest is done, farmers take their bulls to participate in such events over the next few months. Spectators and visitors make a note of the top performing bulls and seek them out in cattle markets which happen from December to April all over Tamil Nadu. The calves and the bulls are bought for Jallikattu, while some of their offsprings are castrated and used for transportation or farming. Stud bulls need to be alert, virile and agile. In the peak of their reproductive period, they need to secrete the necessary male hormones and experience adrenal rushes as well as pumping hearts. Stud bulls are only used for Jallikattu and mating. Male calves in other regions are sold and taken for slaughter in a few days. Only in regions where there are events like Jallikattu are they kept. The owner of an imported cow will like it to deliver a female calf. If she does, it is a windfall. But if it is a male calf, then he will have no use for it but also has to feed it. It will go to the slaughterhouse for just 500 rupees. The same will happen to these native breeds if events like Jallikattu are banned. With reduced availability of males, farmers will have to go for artificial insemination, which is a very cost prohibitive method. Native cows do not yield as much as the imported breeds, so they don't have a supportive or sponsored breeding program. Artificial means are not adopted for the native breeds. So as a fallout of the banning of Jallikattu, these breeds will fade out and become extinct. Under Article 48 of the Constitution of India, the state has to endeavour to preserve and improve the breeds and prevent slaughter of cows and calves and other draught and milk cattle. Hence, the union government has to intervene in this issue. But why is there so much opposition to Jallikattu? First, there is an urban disconnect with the rural India and all that it entails. Urban media reporters need spicy headlines to gain viewers. Second, it is the dairy lobby that wants all the native breeds to be eradicated. Events like Jallikattu are a hurdle in their plan of creating commercial dairy farms with imported breeds just like in the West. Beef exporters also benefit from a ban on Jallikattu. What really happens is that farmers bring their cattle in the weekly, monthly and annual shandies, and buyers who buy these cattle fall into four categories. First are the Jallikattu enthusiasts who will buy bulls and their male calves only. Second are the buyers of oxen who use them for transport and farming purposes. Third are the buyers of cows who use them for breeding and household purposes. Fourth are the beef traders that are mostly agents of the export companies and slaughterhouses based in Kerala. They will buy all the cattle as their main purpose is to make meat. If a ban on Jallikattu is placed, there will be no buyers in the first category, which means that all the bulls will be taken by the fourth category, that is the beef traders. By killing the market for the bulls to be used in Jallikattu, animal activists are directly responsible for sending them to slaughter. Now coming to the misconceptions about Jallikattu, it is said that the owners of the bulls give them alcohol. Also, the organizers beat the bulls and confine them in a dark and suffocating place. The reality, however, is different. Amidst all the regulations and scrutiny, which bull owner will risk giving alcohol to his bull? It is glucose water that is given to the bulls for stamina. So guys, we have the viewpoints of both the sides, but what should be done to Jallikattu? Should it be banned or should it be allowed to continue? In my opinion, imposing a ban on Jallikattu is not a feasible solution. The sport was banned in 2014 by the Supreme Court of India. The ban was lifted and imposed again and again, but finally, on 21st Jan 2017, the central government lifted the ban, though temporarily. Many Tamilians protested, demanding a permanent removal of the ban. Jallikattu was played in some parts of Tamil Nadu, but 2 people died because of Jallikattu a day after the ban was removed. People living in the area know the sport better than the outsiders. And if they support Jallikattu, it should be allowed to continue. But this doesn't mean that the bulls should be treated badly. A committee consisting of locals and government representatives should be formed to impose strict rules and regulations that ensures the safety of the bulls, the participants and the audience. No weapons should be used by the participants to torture the bull. There should be ample space between the arena and the audience. Children should not be allowed to attend the event as chances of stampede in such kind of events is more and it could lead to serious injuries and even death to them. So guys, if you have been patient enough to watch the video till now, do like the button and share your opinions in the comments box given below. Share this video with more people to spread awareness about the sport, and don't forget to subscribe to Info Bhandar if you want to see more informative videos like this. My name is Parth Nagpal, you are watching Info Bhandar and I will see you in the next one.